Hello traders, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Running Forward. I want to share with you some of the trades that I did last week and some of the stocks that's on my watch list. This is for educational purpose only. This is not financial advice. So since the market is still bullish, I was trading bullish charts. One of the ones that I got into last week is this bank stock, ticker symbol BK. So I got in because I think this looks like a tweezer bottom kind of candlestick formation. So I got in this day. It's actually, so that's Thursday of last week, and then the price actually gapped open, so I jumped in, and up until closing of Thursday it was still looking good, but then Friday something happened, midday I think. All the bank um, stocks and the ETF suddenly had a big pullback, so it affected the BK stock that I got in. So, but I'm still holding it. Right now I'm red, over 10% on the option. Let's see. I actually bought a longer term option, so I want to hold to see if this is gonna keep going down. Because right now it seems like it's pulling back to previous um, resistance, which has turned support area. So see what happens this week. See how the price action forms the candlesticks, and then I'll decide whether to keep holding it or get rid of it. So that's one of the stocks which is in the red right now. Another one is GLW, Corning. Corning, I did a video saying that on this day, I think Tuesday, September 2nd, I said this one looks good because this one was found support near the 20 almost every time, and then it um, passed this resistance area, and then on this candle, on this big day, the next day it pulled back, and then after that, this day it went back up again. So I got in on, I think it's this day actually. So this day, so Tuesday of September 2nd, the Tuesday, and then I hold it for the next 4 days, and even though it was still the trend isn't broken, but since it has been up for 4 days, and it was a Friday that it even gapped up on last Friday, and then I was in the profit zone of 24 plus. I had two contracts of option. One I sold for 24% gain, and then another one I sold for about 30% gain. So um, I'm trying to get into the habit of taking profit because I've been burned before. Maybe you have too. That you see a trade that you're in profit zone, but for whatever reason you kept at it, but then something happened, news or whatever, and then it went red for you, and then instead of making money, you even got into losing money territory. So I'm trying to get into the habit of taking profit. If this one keeps going, I can always get back in, right? But if it reverses, then I have got the money into my pocket. If it reverses now, I can maybe find another opportunity to get back in. So that's that one. That one was profitable. Another one is CPB, Campbell's. Campbell's, I got in. I'm still holding this one. I got in because this one here on Tuesday and Wednesday, this candlestick pattern is a bull kicker, and so that's a very strong bullish candlestick pattern. And then if you really want to draw any kind of lines, you can draw here. So it breaks it gapped up. I break this downtrend, a small downtrend if you draw it like this. Anyways, so it gapped up and closed above this resistance area of 3350-ish. And then the next day, it almost completely, it did completely reverse. But then Friday of last week, the situation changed again. It formed another green candle, and then it actually closed over the Thursday's red candle. So to me, that's a very bullish sign. I'm holding this one. And then if we zoom out on this chart, you can see that this one, it's about to, it depends on how you draw this downtrend line. If you use this top here, we're getting close, or if you want to have more touching places, maybe you draw it this way. So you get this one and this two, and then that, if you draw it this way, then this one is already breaking the downtrend. So I think this one is bullish because this bull kicker candlestick pattern already. So I'm holding this one. Uh, wait to see what price does on this one. Another one I got into is PENN. This one I got into Friday actually. So this one is in the uptrend, and then it went up, had a little pause here, and then a little pause here, and then it break through this resistance area near 1930 ish, and then it came down. As you can notice, you see that with smaller body candlesticks. So, and then it pulled to the previous resistance area, and then it jumped up, gapped up actually on Friday. That's when I got in midday. I'm still holding this one too, so can't wait to see what price action does for the next week. And then CHWY. This is not something I got into last week, but I actually got in. I did a video maybe last week. I said I like this. I think I did it on Tuesday last week, or the week before last. I said I like this candlestick pattern because it was if we reduce this one lower here, the trend line is like this, and then if you extend it on this day, you actually touched, pulled back to the trend line, and then came back up. And then so I got in this day, Tuesday, August 26th. I got in this day. I said this one, the first target is to take out this high, and then if it has strength to go further higher, it can take out maybe this one, this resistance here, and then close the gap. The reward and risk ratio is not that great, but I think for a short-term trade, um, it's very doable. So at first, this one was going like, it's like going in that direction, but then um, Friday and then Tuesday of last week, because Monday was a holiday. Those 2 days, the red candle came even below the price I got in. It's not underneath the stop loss I have for this stock, but thankfully price came back, and then right now I'm in profit zone. I think on the option I'm up 18%, um, but the earning for this stock is coming up soon. I think it's the 10th, so Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week. So I don't know. I have been burned because of earnings, so I'm debating whether I should keep this one or just take my money, take the profit and run. So let me know in the comment if you have any suggestions. But right now, this one is in the profit zone. So these are the stocks I got in last week or the week before last. And then UUUU. This is one of the stocks that's on my watching list. This one is in uptrend, so it was consolidating, and then this red candle was really scary. It took out all the gain in this area, but it found support near the bottom of this box area, if you would call it. But then the price gapped up, several times, made a new high, and now it's pulling back near the top of that box area, and then I think this one has potential to go up even higher. And then this is I think is a uranium stock. So if you look at the uranium stocks, they're doing pretty good. URA, I think that's the ETF. This one, the chart, is going back and forth, but it's still a bullish chart. So that one is on the watch list, and then the next one is FCX. Um, Freeport. Freeport. This one right now, I think is too high for me to chase. I wouldn't recommend getting in right now. So, but then this one is in the uptrend, and then this orange indicator is the 20. It's about to cross above the 50, so that's a bullish sign. But I don't think right now is the price. Plus, this one is getting close to this recent high here, so that's a resistance area you have to take into consideration. So this one is on my watch list, but I'm not planning to get in right now. I'm waiting for it to pull back to get me a better chance, better entry price. Another one that's on my watch list is, and then I'm also waiting on a pullback, is STNE. This one, as you can see, short term is bullish, and then if we come to the weekly chart, you can see that this one is still forming a bottom, which is 3 years in the making. So once this break out of this bottom area, the top of this bottom area, I think this one has great potential in the long term. So that's on my watch list, not just for the short term, but also for the long term. Short term, I wouldn't get in because I wouldn't chase right now because it gapped up, and then um, waiting for it to pull back and to get a better entry point. Another one is Amazon. Amazon, it wasn't. I wasn't looking at this one, but then Thursday, it gapped up, and then if you draw a trend line like this, you can see that it gapped above this downtrend line. And if you draw like this, you can see that it's in some kind of get this one, get rid of that one. Some kind of, I don't know, pennant formation. I think this one is bullish, since it now has broke above the pennant area. So that one is on the watch list. If this one is too expensive, it is. So I have my eyes on AMZU, which is the ETF, is 2x ETF of Amazon. This one is much cheaper. The price is lower uh, than $40. As you can see on the chart, it also did the same thing. So if you like Amazon, you probably will like this one more. AMZU. I have two more. CFLT. This one, right now, it's probably doesn't look much, but I was looking at this because if you draw the trend line like this, Thursday of last week, it was pulling back to trend line. Remember the one, which one was it? Was it CHWY? No. Yeah, it was CHWY. Remember this one? This guy was pulling down to trend line, and then it did that. So um, I think this one is doing the same thing. And Friday, um, price gapped up, and look at this one. It's pretty bullish in my opinion. Of course, it has some resistance area to the left, and then uh, the first is to take out this recent high and then get to close this gap here. But and then if it has more strength, it can go higher. I think the next resistance area is about 2380. That's gonna be some handsome profit. It's about 17%, and then the risk is about 4 or 5%. So that one is on my watch list. Last but not least, Roku. Roku on the daily chart, it's kind of choppy actually. I don't like it on the daily, but if we switch to weekly, you can see that it's also building a big bottom, and it has spent about 2 years building it. And then maybe the best thing to do is wait for it to for the price to get above this 105 resistance area before you do anything. But I think this one is worth keeping an eye on for the longer term. So that's it. That's all the stocks that I have traded, and the stocks, some of the stocks that's on my watch list for next week. Hopefully you find some value in this video. Until next time, bye for now.